Something feels different, doesn't it? This is no ordinary moment. It's not just another day slipping by unnoticed. Deep within, you can sense it. The peace you once knew no longer feels the same. The air around you seems to carry a new energy. You can't see it with your eyes, but inside, you know something is shifting. The word you're hearing now isn't random. It's not just a fleeting thought or distraction. It has come to you directly from me, perfectly timed for this moment. I don't speak without purpose, and what you are hearing now is more than a message. It's guidance, a warning, a confirmation of my love that has always been with you. This moment is set apart just for you. It's not just any ordinary moment. It's sacred. A break in the rush of your life, a moment to pause and realize how I work. I want you to understand that I never let difficulty approach my child without first giving you a word, a direction to help you through it. Before the storm, I've already sent you the strength you need. Before the enemy moves, I've already made a way for you. You are never without protection. You are never abandoned. Today, this word has come so you can understand that nothing you face will catch you off guard, because your Father has already gone ahead of you. Even though everything around you may seem normal, there are things happening in the unseen world, things that you can't yet see. There's a hidden challenge waiting, and the enemy has already set its plans. The difficulties are coming, and though you may not feel their weight just yet, soon enough they will start to show up. The pressure will come quietly like a shadow slowly creeping in, trying to weigh down your thoughts, steal your peace, shake your emotions, and disrupt your relationships. But don't be afraid, because you are not alone in what's coming. I'm telling you this not to make you fearful, but to assure you that I'm already here, preparing and strengthening you before the pressure arrives. This is the calm before the storm. Pay attention, because what seems calm today might be the calm before a big change. It could happen tonight, or even right now as you hear my voice. This very moment could be the last peaceful one before everything around you starts to shift. Don't take it as a threat, but as a chance to prepare. I'm here with you so that you won't be caught off guard, so you won't be swept away, so you won't lose your way when everything seems to fall apart. It's why I say, stay here, listen to what I'm saying. Don't close your heart. Don't let another word slip by. Every word I speak is life for you. It's guidance. It's strength to help you stand firm. If you ignore this voice, if you let it pass by as just another thought, you risk missing out on what I have for you. This could be your last chance to hear me this clearly, in this way. I don't want you to miss what I have prepared. I don't want you to walk in darkness without the light that I offer. I have chosen you. I call you by name and say, stop for a moment. Focus on me, because what I'm telling you now could be the difference between falling or standing strong under my protection. I do not stay silent when the enemy comes, and I do not hide when the storm is near. I never take my eyes off you, not even for a second. I speak a guide that teed. Today, I'm speaking to you like this so that you won't later say, no one warned me. No one prepared me. I, your God, am warning you, preparing you, and protecting you. This is a holy moment. Don't take it lightly. It's no accident that you're hearing this right now. I have carefully prepared this moment with a purpose that lasts forever. Hold on to my words because they are life for you. Listen closely now. Pay attention to what's inside your soul, because I'm speaking to you with the love of one who has known you from before you were born. Listen carefully, because everything I do has a reason, When I speak, it's to help you. When I warn you, it's because I care so much that I cannot let you face harm without being ready. This time, the message didn't come in a dream. It wasn't in a cloud or a vision. It's here, now, directly to you. It came to you as a direct word to your spirit, as real as the heartbeat in your chest. Get ready, stay alert, and stay close to me now before it's too late. While the world sees the hours passing toward a new day, I see the beginning of a spiritual battle. My protection surrounds you already. This isn't a random event. This is my plan for you. There are moments in life when it feels like everything is wrong. Nothing major has happened, but there's a silent pressure building within you. You feel something weighing on your spirit, a heaviness that words can't explain. That feeling is real, my dear. It's not just in your head. It's a sign from the unseen world, and it often comes right before a challenge you can't see. What many don't realize is that those who oppose me don't always show themselves clearly. They don't announce their presence. Instead, they work quietly, filling your mind with distractions and drawing your focus away, waiting for the perfect time to strike. The challenge is never sudden. It is carefully planned, made just for you, and timed with precision. I'm not telling you this to scare you, but to wake you up. I want your spirit to stay alert, so you don't get lost in the everyday routine that surrounds you. Life might seem normal, but beneath its surface, the currents that are pulling you are moving. I've called you to be aware. I've called you to be intentional. Before the pressure arrives, before the noise takes over, I speak to you softly, so you can find refuge in me, so you can find strength in me. If you let your guard down now, if you ignore this voice as just another fleeting thought, you risk facing the trial without the protection I've given you. Don't let that happen. Remember, my protection doesn't mean there will be pain, but it means I won't leave you in it. My care starts as a warning, then as preparation, and if you listen, it leads to victory. That's why I speak clearly to you now. Prepare your heart, strengthen your faith, and nourish your prayers, because the battle ahead will try to steal your trust and take away your joy. Do not let the small seeds of doubt take hold in your heart. Don't accept thoughts that accuse you, that make you feel unworthy, or that push you away from my presence when those whispers come. Remind those thoughts of who I am, your protector, your defender, your justice. When temptation comes, remember that I've been with you through every step, and I will not leave you to walk alone now. I have always prepared my people with signs and words before times of trials so that there is no reason for surprise. I speak to those who are willing to listen, to those who turn toward me, and to those who obey. This word you receive today is light just before the darkness falls. Don't hide it under distractions. Don't push it aside thinking there will be another chance. Sometimes, the chance to listen closely is brief and important. That's why I say, with the Father's voice, stay close to me now. Open up your time. Set aside real moments in your day to talk with me, to listen quietly, and let my peace fill you where the pressure wants to harm you. Don't wait for the storm to make noise before you seek shelter. Come now and rest under my care. I know that in your heart there are questions. Why? When? I don't always give you all the answers right away because part of your faith journey is trusting in my presence even when you don't understand everything. But I will guide you. Strengthen what you know is true. Be grateful. Watch your words and don't let murmuring take over. Stay away from the things that can weaken your soul. Surround yourself with others who build you up, not those who lead you off track. Remember my promises and hold tightly to them. In remembering how faithful I've been to you, you will find the courage to stand strong. Don't trust only your emotions, which can be weak. Trust in my unchanging character. Keep a humble and watchful heart. Pray without stopping, not just for what you fear, but for the clarity to see the enemy's plans clearly. Ask for wisdom in your decisions and receive the strength you need to support your family, your work, and your relationships when the pressure tries to break them apart. What I've entrusted to you is not something small. It's the task of staying in my peace when everything around you is noisy. And even though the struggle may bring confusion, I will teach you to hear my voice clearly among 1,000 other voices. Learn to recognize my whisper, even when the world is filled with unrest. I speak the truth, but the other voices lie, distort the truth, accuse, and paralyze. I love you with a love that isn't based on your achievements and doesn't depend on your human victories. I love you because I made you, and because I paid a great price for you. That's why I give you this word, not to scare you, but to protect you, so that when the trials come, you will recognize my hand guiding you and be able to testify about my faithfulness. Stay close to me. Guard this time as something precious. Don't trade it for distractions or worries that will consume you. Hold on to me, and let my peace protect your heart and mind in the days ahead. Today, I give you one final word of encouragement. Come back to me with simplicity. Confess what is keeping you away from me. Renew your dependence on me. Let my spirit restore you. Walk with me intentionally, and you will see how what seemed like a sunset will become a new dawn of victory. My word will not return empty. I have planted it in your heart with purpose. Respond to me now, not later. Stay close to me now, before it's too late. Beloved, in this moment, I speak to you with the same certainty with which I hold the heavens. There are movements around you that you can't see with your natural eyes, but they are already affecting your life. I'm not here to make you afraid, but to make you aware of the reality, so you won't be caught off guard. There is a strategy at work to weaken what you've built, not by accident or chance, but by intention. Look closely at the small cracks that begin to show up in everyday life, conversations that twist unexpectedly, decisions that once seemed simple but now feel heavy, practical dreams that shift into unnecessary worries. These are all signs of a battle that doesn't always start with a loud noise. Often, it begins quietly, like wear and tear that gradually weakens the strength of your spirit. That's why I give you clear instructions now. Strengthen your inner commitment. Protect what I have given you. Take a hard look at what fills your days and what takes away your peace. Don't let the routine of daily life become the ground where temptations take root. Small compromises over time lead to bigger losses. Be mindful of your thoughts, because many defeats start with a moment of mental weakness. When you allow doubts, self-blame, and unhelpful memories to take over, the shadow will begin to creep in, and, without realizing it, it will control your spirit. Commit to cultivating thoughts that bring peace, clarity, and gratitude. Speak words that lift others up. Make decisions that honor truth, and maintain a clear, positive presence in your life. Stay close to those who have remained faithful in difficult times. The voice of a true friend is an antidote to the loneliness that tries to break you apart. If you notice your words becoming careless, correct them right away. Your words are powerful. They can hurt, but they can also heal. Use your words to give life, to clear up misunderstandings, to ask for forgiveness when necessary, and to restore harmony where conflict tries to take root. Remember that close relationships are often the battleground where spiritual battles take place. Many people don't see the struggle at the dinner table, at work, or in everyday life. But it is there that attempts are made to separate you, to discourage you, and to make you believe that straying from the right path is inevitable. Hold on to unity through real actions. Practice forgiveness. Have honest conversations. Serve others selflessly. And stay humble when pride tries to take over. Don't confuse humility with doing nothing. Active humility means recognizing mistakes and correcting them quickly, saving what could have been lost. When it comes to your inner life, don't ignore the training of your spirit. I'm not asking for empty rituals, but for discipline that refines your character and sharpens your ability to recognize true intentions and falsehoods. Set aside time to cultivate stillness, not as a way to escape, but as a way to meet with me. Learn to find clarity in silence, and in doing so, you'll be better able to distinguish between what is truly from me and what comes disguised as urgent. When pressure builds, automatic reactions can betray the values you hold dear. That's why it's important to practice emotional control now. Take a deep breath before responding, pause before making decisions, and seek advice from wise people before acting impulsively or secretly. Never underestimate the power of community. With hearts gathered to seek righteousness, they form a shelter that weakens the attacks against you. Make it a priority to meet with sincere people, share burdens, and don't carry alone what was never meant to be carried alone. Also, take time to examine the sources of information and entertainment that enter your mind regularly. They shape your emotions and desires. Choose what builds you up, inspires nobility, and upholds integrity. Set aside things that normalize decay or make light of others' suffering. As for the mission I've given you, know that every difficulty holds an opportunity for growth and testimony when faced with integrity. Don't downplay the small steps of obedience and faithfulness. Consistency in the everyday prepares you for the extraordinary. When pressure tries to pull you off course, reaffirm your priorities. Uphold justice in the little things. Show mercy to those who make mistakes. Take responsibility in your work. Be honest with finances, and remain loyal in your relationships. If you feel deep fatigue, recognize the need for true rest. Exhaustion opens doors to problems that shouldn't be opened. Learn to delegate, ask for help, and put a stop to projects that have become overwhelming. Not every step forward requires a sacrifice. Wisdom lies in knowing when to push forward and when to hold back. I also encourage you to review your commitments. Some things in life are simply cultural or emotional, and they don't serve a greater purpose. Let go of old burdens that drain your energy without bearing fruit. Instead, nurture a spirit of gratitude, even in the midst of challenges. This isn't just a meaningless phrase. Real gratitude changes your perspective and weakens the power of hardship to steal your hope. Let your actions testify to what you believe. Practical love is the most powerful way to respond to the negativity that tries to divide. Don't overlook the need for repentance where it's needed. True restoration brings you closer to my purpose. When facing difficulty, act with resolve, seek healing, seek peace, and strengthen what is good and just. There will be times when it feels like the shadows are taking over. But even in those moments, there are real actions you can take to restore clarity, adjusting your schedule to focus on family, reorganizing your finances to ease anxiety, prioritizing conversations that bring healing, and keeping your mind anchored in truths that don't change. Do all of this knowing that you are not a forgotten project. The loving intervention reaching you now is not a random act, but one that brings freedom. Its purpose is to protect, bring order, and restore. Work with determination, think with holiness, love with kindness, and trust with wisdom. These actions will turn what once seemed like a threat into a story of victory and a legacy that outlasts any pressure you face. From before you even took your first step, a path was carefully laid out for you. It wasn't random. It wasn't by chance. Everything you've gone through, in both joy and sorrow, has been shaping an inner strength that you may not fully recognize. It's not your own human strength that has been built in you, but a spiritual endurance that has been refined with every season of your life. Now, that strength will be tested, not to break you, but to show the depth of what has been placed inside you. Don't think that hardships are punishments or signs of being abandoned. On the contrary, these challenges become chances to prove that everything you received has not been wasted. The struggles you faced before, the moments when you felt like giving up, have been shaping and preparing you. Nothing you went through was pointless. Even the broken pieces of your life have become part of a bigger plan. And now, a season is coming where clarity will be your greatest treasure. Confusion may try to settle in as a guest, but I give you the certainty that inside you is a voice that will not fail. This voice has been honed over time and will not be easily silenced. As you move forward, you will notice that some doors that once seemed solid will begin to close. Don't be afraid when this happens. Not every door that shuts is a loss, and not every loss means failure. Often, I close a door because hidden behind it are traps you can't see, and sometimes, I allow what you deeply wanted to slip from your grasp because it wasn't in line with the bigger plan I have for you. Learn to see these closed doors as signs that are guiding you. Don't waste too much time mourning what you no longer have, because each door that shuts makes room for another one to open with even greater clarity and purpose. Don't be surprised if you notice that people who were once close to you begin to leave. Some were there to walk with you for a season, others were teachers, and some were mirrors that showed you areas in need of change. Not everyone is meant to stay on the same path, and that doesn't always mean betrayal. It just means each person has a role in your journey. Don't cling desperately to what is being taken away. Sometimes, what is removed is exactly what was holding you back from moving forward. The temporary loneliness you might feel is not abandonment. It's space being cleared for new, stronger, and more meaningful connections, ones that are aligned with what is coming next. You should also know that resistance won't always show up in an obvious form. It won't always come as visible obstacles or enemies. Many times, it will appear as comfort, false security, or tempting alternatives that seem good but will only weaken your passion and reduce your focus. Be cautious of mediocrity dressed up as peace, and of the small compromises that seem harmless at first but slowly pull you away from your true purpose. It's not always the big disasters that cause harm. Sometimes, it's the constant drip of small things that erodes the strongest rock. Pay attention to these quiet patterns and choose to face them with strength. The time you are in right now is not by chance, but guided by an unseen clock that ticks toward important moments. What you do now will echo in the future. It's not just about your current comfort. It's about the legacy you create for those around you and those who will come after you. Every choice, every word, every action has a lasting impact beyond the present. That's why you should never underestimate the power of small acts of integrity or disregard moments when you choose what's right, even when no one is watching. These quiet choices build strong foundations that can't easily be shaken. You will also encounter opportunities that don't seem to have any clear explanation, situations that appear out of nowhere, people who speak words that bring clarity, moments where everything falls into place effortlessly. Don't push these away out of fear, but don't take them without thinking carefully. Learn to examine, to test, and to recognize what is real in the midst of the unexpected. True things make themselves known with strength and calmness, while false things often come with a fleeting blow. Learn to tell the difference, and you will know which path to follow. Don't let your circumstances change who you are. You are not defined by the challenges you face or by the opinions of those who don't understand your journey. Your true nature remains untouched because it was formed in secret and sealed with a purpose that can never be undone. Challenges may shake the outside, but they can never touch what has been sealed inside of you. Hold on to that certainty and walk confidently, even when the winds seem to be against you. What rises to bring you down will only strengthen your roots, because what comes from me does not fade. This is the moment to confirm your path, to speak clearly, and to act with purpose. Don't let doubt be your guide. Don't let fear steal your voice, and don't let resignation take away your dreams. Everything you need to stay strong is already inside you. You just need to bring it to life. Remember it, and you sit with faith. Keep moving forward, even when the full path ahead isn't clear, because with every step, you will realize that you were never alone, and that every detail has been carefully taken care of. There are times when the soul feels solid ground beneath it, only to suddenly feel that same ground start to tremble. It's not always because you've done something wrong or made the wrong choices, but because there are seasons in life where the stability you once knew is no longer enough to hold what is beginning to grow inside you. You can't keep living with the same habits, the same thoughts, and the same structures when the design of your life is expanding. What you thought was secure begins to shake because the purpose you carry requires more space. The discomfort you feel isn't destruction, but a sign that growth is taking place. The changes that seem to pull you away from what you know are actually pushing you to explore a deeper part of yourself. If you look closely, you'll see that what looks like chaos is really a hidden order, one that you haven't yet understood. What you lose in control, you gain in spiritual clarity. And though the uncertainty may hurt, it's not a sign that something is missing, but rather that a process is happening deep within you. In the midst of these changes, it's natural to want to run back to what feels familiar, to seek safety in what you already know, in what has worked before, in what doesn't require any risk. But if you do this, you'll stay stuck in a place that no longer matches where you are. The past can be a guide, but it shouldn't trap you. What's ahead requires the courage to let go of comfort and embrace the new, even when you can't see every detail of what's to come. You need to understand that in this process, not everything happening around you will be visible to the eye. Some movements you can only feel deep inside. You will sense that something is approaching, that change is inevitable, and that the rhythm of your life is about to shift. Don't ignore these feelings. They are like quiet bells ringing, signaling that a transition is taking place. Those who learn to listen to these signs can prepare ahead of time, but those who ignore them will be caught off guard and weaken. Something feels different, doesn't it? This isn't just another ordinary day. You can feel it in your heart. This moment is significant. The calm you once knew is no longer the same. The air around you feels charged with something new, and though you can't see it with your eyes, you sense deep inside your spirit that something is shifting. This message you hear now isn't by accident. It's not just a passing thought, and it's certainly not a random distraction. This word comes directly from me to you, clear, precise, and perfectly timed for this moment. I do not speak without purpose, because what you are receiving right now is more than just a message, it's guidance. It's a warning, it's a confirmation, and it's a sign of my unwavering love that has always been with you. I have set aside this moment just for you. This is no ordinary time. This is sacred, a pause in the rush of life, a breath that I offer so you can see how I work. I want you to understand that I never allow difficulty to approach my beloved child without first sending you a word, a clear direction, and the guidance you need. Before the storm arrives, I have already spoken to you. Before the enemy begins his attack, I have already provided shelter. You are never without protection, and you are never abandoned. This word comes to you today so you will know that nothing you face will catch you off guard. Your Father has already gone ahead of you. Listen carefully, because while your eyes may see everything as normal, behind the scenes, things are moving that you cannot see. There is a hidden challenge surrounding you. The enemy has already set his plans. The difficulties are already in place, and though you may not yet feel their full weight, soon enough, they will begin to show. The pressure will come quietly, like a shadow that gradually moves, trying to touch your mind, weigh down your thoughts, weaken your emotions, steal your peace, affect your relationships, and even block your path. But do not be afraid, because you are not alone in what is coming. I speak to you now, not to cause fear, but to prepare you. I am already here, speaking, strengthening, and equipping you before this pressure begins. This is your last moment of calm before things begin to change. Pay attention, because what seems calm now may be the beginning of a sudden shift.